have been. Our first match of the day, well, that was a bit of a surprise to us as well, wasn't it? Karolina Marin, the defending champion, world #1. She needed 3 games to come through against Paiyu Po of Chinese Taipei. And, well, there was question marks about Karolina Marin coming into the tournament. 5th metatarsal, a bone in her foot was broken, or a stress fracture or something. I only saw one newspaper article about it, but yes, but there was definitely question marks about Karolina Marin and her defense of her title when she was 100% fit.
Yeah, that's right, and I think that was a stress fracture. I spoke with the Spanish coach before the tournament started, and he said that she's ready, definitely ready mentally, and then we have to see how physically strong she is, because she didn't have the same preparations as she usually has, so of course they're not quite sure, but she's still surviving.
Absolutely, but I guess in the women's singles, the biggest shock was the beaten finalist for the last 2 World Championships, the Olympic gold medalist, Li Shuirui, the #3 seed, going down to PV Sindhu, who of course has been bronze medalist on the last 2 World Championships. That was a 3-game thriller, 21-17 in the deciding game. And PV Sindhu herself is coming back from injury worries and a stress fracture in her foot. She seems to love the World Championships.
She does, and of course, if you're ready to play and the fracture is gone and you don't have any health issues, then sometimes it can also be a quite good mental boost that you're just back and you have nothing to lose, and you can play free, take the risks, and so yeah, so sometimes it also helps you that you didn't have the right preparations.
Yeah.
I remember once Peter Gator won Malaysian Open after being hospitalized just before the tournament.
First ever Super Series event, Malaysian Open 2007.
That's right.
The honor of being a first ever Super Series champion. Well, there's the list of results that we've had on our main court today, and of course the second match, the 2013 World Champions, they were unable to defend their title in Copenhagen due to a back injury to Toi Ahmad, but Liliana Nassir, who is the most successful woman in the history of World Championship mixed doubles with 5 medals. She and her partner coming through that against the Malaysians. Chen Long, as you saw, the defending champion in the men's singles, well, he was safely through in 2 straight games. So some predicted matches, some surprises. Sina Nehwal, the #2 seed, well, she's safe through. The Danes in the women's doubles, well, they're former bronze medalists, Peterson and Ruta Yul. And there you can see former bronze medalists from London in 2011, Juala Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa. Huge result for them, beating Kakiwa and Maeda. And then, of course, we've had the singles. Lin Dan safely through, Lee Chong Wei, and then that match we've just seen, the women's singles. Well, next up is the last of our matches, and it's Viktor Axelsen, the #7 seed from Denmark, bronze medalist last year in Copenhagen. He's up against Prannoy of India. Well, this men's singles from the top half of the draw, and this for the right to play against the defending champion Chen Long of China. So here come the players. They, of course, have been given a little bit of time when that women's singles finished unexpectedly early. Well, they will have seen first half of the deciding game. They would have gone back to the practice courts. They will have continued with their stretching. So just given a few minutes to make their final preparations. But here come Viktor Axelsen. There he is, 21-year-old from Odense. Birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen, of course. His opponent, Hasina Sunil Prannoy of India. Prannoy, the #11 seed, and he, like PV Sindhu, is just coming back from injury. He had a problem with his left toe. Missed the Sudirman Cup, out for 6 weeks. This is first tournament back, and lovely to see Prannoy back. He's a lovely man. I saw him as I got back from the stadium last night. He and Shrikant, the number 3 seed from India, were just out on their way out of the hotel, going to get some dinner. Saw them earlier today.
That side.
They were saying they'd had a very nice supper and very well rested, looking forward to their matches today. I can tell you that Shrikant is on the adjoining court playing against Huyun. So Viktor Axelsen, as I say, from Odense, on the island of Huyun. Number 7 in the world ranking, has been as high as 5 on the 4th of June. Was 1 week at number 5 in the world. His win-loss record for the year, 3 finals. The Swiss Grand Prix Gold, where he was the defending champion. This year he had lost in the final. The India Super Series, where he lost to Shrikant in 3 games. And the Australian Super Series, where he lost to Chen Long in 3 games, having beaten Lin Dan in the very first round. So his opponents so far, Peter Kukal of the Czech Republic and Adrian Duko of Poland. Both of his matches in 2 straight games, both in 33 minutes. Hasina Sunil Prannoy turned 23 last month from Kerala, southwestern coast of India. Now lives in Hyderabad. Taught badminton by his father. And currently number 12 in the world ranking, the number 11 seed. Lovely to see him back in world badminton, as I say. Had to withdraw from a couple of tournaments due to that foot injury. And he, like his opponents, both of his matches won very convincingly indeed. The first against the Brazilian, Jong, and then the man from Uganda, Okering. 39 minutes for that second round match. And this is the 3rd meeting between these 2 men. The first 2 meetings were both 3 games. The last meeting, the quarter-final of the India Super Series earlier this year. And obviously, with Viktor Axelsen going on to reach the final, of course he won that quarter-final encounter. So umpire Arsenal from Canada and Crystal Tan from Malaysia are court officials for this one. So 2 players that, I was going to say, are future stars. They're already stars. What on earth am I talking about? I think the 2 players are 2 young men at the age of 21 and 23 that are going to be talked about a lot in world badminton over the next few years. Not that they're already not talked about, but...
Ladies and gentlemen,
players ready.
On my right, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark.
I hope you can hear the umpire. We can't hear him at all.
HS Prannoy, India. Viktor Axelsen to serve. Love all. Play.
So Viktor Axelsen, number 7 seed, getting this last 16 men's singles underway against the number 11 seed, Hasina Sunil Prannoy.
Service over. 1 love. Love.
No. Yes, but I was saying in the last 2 matches between these 2 men, both 3 games, I have to say I'm really not terribly sure about Prannoy's form. Having had that injury to his toe and been out for 6 weeks. You were talking in the last match about, you know, the freedom if you're not expected to do well because you've had an injury problem or something, and sometimes that just makes you play even better.
Yeah, and sometimes it also puts some stress on your opponent. Like now we're just watching the start of this match, and Viktor Axelsen tries just putting it into the drift, and that's probably one of the big things they've been talking about before the match, is not doing that. Maybe Prannoy is looking a little more relaxed and ready here in the beginning of the match than Viktor is.
Just long.
Service over.
Hasina is his mother's name. Sunil is his father's name. It's very unusual in India for a son to be given his mother's name as one of his own names, and I think it's
Service
delightful.
over.
Prannoy, and he's a delightful young man too. He looks fired up, doesn't he, Axelsen?
Yeah, that was a good smash, and lift was maybe a little short, wasn't it?
Yeah, fair comment. Yeah, he is nervous, isn't he? How many errors has he made so far, Viktor Axelsen?
6.
What is that? 2 in the net and 3 with the 3 out the sideline with the drift. So that's 5 out of the 6 points.
Service over. 4-6. Gentlemen.
But I have to say they both look a little stressed.
I don't want you to scream at each other.
That's a lovely smash, good angle. Great movement to get behind the shuttle.
Service over. 5-7. Service over.
Yeah, both players have a hard time finding the lines here in the beginning of the match, and yeah, they just need to get settled in, both of them.
Service over. 6-8.
Viktor Axelsen breaking his string in the last smash, but lucky for him, Prannoy didn't get it back.
Wait.
Well, they don't look too concerned at the moment, do they? Lars Uar and Kenneth Johnson.
No, I think they both know that Viktor just needs to get started, and can say with making 5 arrows out of the first 6 shots or 6 points that Prannoy got, they're probably pretty happy with him only being down 1 point.
And now back level.
8-all.
That was well reached, and how on earth did he create that little cross-court shot was virtually no backswing of the racket, was there, from Axelsen?
Yeah, but did he hit that one right? I don't think so. I don't know, actually.
Well, great effect, whatever it was. Only 4 straight points to go into the lead.
10-8.
Missed it.
11-8.
So 6 straight points into the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage. It looks to have settled now, and I suppose, yes, but there's quite a big difference between being physically 100% fit again and being match fit, and I'm wondering really whether Prannoy has got that match fitness. This is his first tournament for some considerable time.
Yeah, you know, I have no idea, but it depends on also how long time has he been training on after coming back from the injury, and I guess he didn't want to miss the World Championships, also an Olympic year, so all the points that he can get, he needs.
Yep.
But let's see, he started off well, not making too many mistakes, but here in the last end before the break, he made quite a few.
11.
And of course, just before he got injured, he beats Prannoy Jorgensen, who's the #2 seed here, in 2 consecutive, almost consecutive tournaments. India's Super Series and then the Singapore Super Series.
Yeah, I was actually coaching Jan against him in...
Oh, unbelievable! No wonder he smiles at that.
12-8.
It seems like that corner, the backhand corner of Viktor Axelsen has become a little slower during the day. Also, this one stopped down there, and the other days it's just been it's a lot of drift down that corner towards the back line, but not anymore.
13-8.
Well, it really is all one-way traffic at the moment. 9 straight points.
Yeah, Viktor definitely. He's settled in now, and he looks sharp. And Prannoy, maybe because of the fitness, is taking a few chances, making some mistakes. But
service over.
He probably also just needs to get started.
14.
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's called out. Yeah, challenge that.
Challenge. HS
Yeah, he has challenged.
Call out.
I'm not surprised.
And did you see what Viktor did?
No, what did he do?
He gave the shuttle to Prannoy just afterwards.
Oh, so he thought he was in too. That's very sportsmanlike.
Maybe, or maybe he just provokes him by giving him, and then he has to give it back to him again.
Are you a half empty glass rather than a half full sort of a guy?
I'm just the kind of guy who likes provoking my opponents.
Don't take that into the commentary box.
Sorry.
I'll get some more wicked questions for you. Mind you, I better do my homework first, didn't I? And make sure I get it right.
No.
Yeah, clearly in.
And you were right about Viktor. He's
Challenge
not that kind of guy.
successful.
No, he seems a lovely guy.
He definitely is, yeah.
Yeah.
14.
And even better
Play.
that he supports Arsenal, as I do too.
No comments.
Oh, well done. That's incredible. Great defence from Prannoy.
11-14.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, he kind of knew that one was coming, didn't he?
He's got good attack, hasn't he? The man from India.
Yeah, he does. He's a tall player, so he gets some good angles on the shots from the attacking from behind.
Not as tall as Axelsen's, eh?
No.
Axelsen's what? 190?
Yeah.
6'3".
I don't know how tall he is actually.
That's the stats I've got.
When I'm standing next to him, he looks pretty tall.
This is a good comeback by Prannoy. Now, when you were coaching Prannoy Jorgensen, did you coach him in both India and Singapore?
No, only in India.
Okay. What did you say to look out for and to avoid, or what was your take on Prannoy? How you play against him?
The hole in India is pretty similar to this one. It's also a hole with it's warm and fast and has quite a lot of drift. We wanted to have the attack and try to move Prannoy a little bit before attacking him. And that meant that we wanted to use the back court and put some pressure on the back court, getting some good lifts. And that didn't really succeed because of the drift and also because Jan got very careful and he got a little afraid of using the full court. And when you play a player this tall and that big, you cannot be afraid of using the full court because then he's just, there's not enough room.
Yeah.
Service over.
Aim towards the right hip.
14-17.
Now, when you're coaching against somebody, what you do is that you start off watching the opponent taped or in a video and formal matches, and preferably against yourself or against the player that he's going to play against, and then of course you learn something from that. Sometimes we even clip the match, so we know what is he doing after short serve, what is he doing after long serve, and so on. So we know a lot of the habits that the player has. And as I remember it, Prannoy is much stronger from his round ahead backhand corner than the forehand corner. So I think we tried to use that forehand corner also.
18.
That was interesting. The lift was so high, Viktor Axelsen had time to look at the shuttle, look down at the court, get his spatial awareness. There it was. Decided he had to play it. They're still a little unsure about the drift.
Yeah, it's changed even more now, I think, because it doesn't seem on the side that Viktor is on, it doesn't seem like there's such a strong drift anymore, not even from the side either.
First game won by Viktor
over 15 minutes.
21-16.
No, once he settled, he was good.
Yeah, Viktor's going to be happy with this one because he didn't really use a lot of energy in this set, and it's like the match hasn't really started yet. But still, he's one set up or one game up, and he must be really happy with that. we see the same here in this break, that Prannoy's also got a ice pack with him, or a bag with ice that he's getting on the neck while they're talking, coaching.
And of course, India have the dilemma that they've got two players on adjoining courts at exactly the same moment. So Prannoy Gopichan is taking care of Shrikant Kadambe on the adjoining court. Madhumita Bish on this court. Do you know who the other coach is from India?
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court
No,
1,
I don't
20
know.
seconds.
I'm not sure I've seen him before, actually.
No. Whoever the Indian coaches are, we know a few of them. Bimal Kumar, we know Prannoy Gopichan, Madhumita Bish. They're doing a wonderful job in India, aren't they?
Yeah.
Resurgence of success with Indian badminton.
Love all.
And I was reading in the Indian newspapers that it's the second most participated, or not participated, second most popular sport in India now.
Yeah, it's quite amazing how fast it's growing, the popularity in India. And I think we spoke. I don't think it was us two, but we spoke about that the other day also, how important it is for badminton that India is getting strong.
Second most populous country in the world, China being the most populous, so the second.
Yeah.
And badminton's second most popular sport behind cricket, of course, but it is very important for badminton.
And also a country where the economy is still growing and moving.
Yes,
so.
yeah.
2,
Yeah, it's good placement. Prannoy, a little annoyed at himself for leaving that one, I think.
All right, at first I thought he was annoyed with the line judge, and I thought, why is he not just challenging it? But that was with himself.
Oh, good get. Oh, my goodness. Brilliant. What a good rally. The dive from Prannoy. Viktor Axelsen standing his ground at the net, intercepting early, but couldn't kill it.
2 all.
No, unfortunately, we're only seeing the last couple of shots, but it was earlier on in the rally with the dive when it was so impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is one of the ways that Prannoy can put some pressure on Viktor, is that Viktor, because he's such a big guy, then he has some difficulties with the racket skills to cover his body, and this flat game is a way of getting some points for Prannoy.
Service over. 3, 2.
Oh, good net exchange. Yeah, of course, the short lift.
4, 2.
I often wonder, Jesper, whether the net play is actually the most important shot in men's singles. I want your take on this, because that, to me, is the shot that time and time again sets up the opportunity to play the winner.
Yeah, you're right. I think it is very important, but I'm not sure that it's the most important, because if you set up the attack, then you also need to have the attack, and sometimes you see players not having a hard or sharp attack, and in that way it doesn't really matter how good the net play is.
Oh, well, that is brilliant. No question about that.
4.
Yeah, right now there's a fight going on for the net, yeah, Viktor, with the wind is with the draft in his back, he needs to get that net, and Prannoy knows it, so he's taking up the fight.
Yeah, encroaching in on the net there after he played the shuttle deep into Axelsen's forehand corner. Just watch Prannoy's movement here. Look, he's absolutely ready for that. Good anticipation.
Yeah, and again, using the body of Viktor to kill the shuttle.
It is an awesome attack.
6-4.
And Viktor doesn't quite know what to do after the serve now. If he lives, then the drift will maybe carry the shuttle out, and if he plays the net, Prannoy is really moving forward. So I think, yeah, what he's doing now is that he starts off just playing a little bit to the middle of the court instead, and in that way, Prannoy can't use the same weapons against him.
Service over. 5-6.
See again, Prannoy really ready to close that net down, and Viktor just makes a little deception, and then Prannoy is under pressure.
Oh, it's landed in. Oh, it's called out.
Service over.
It's surely worth a challenge, isn't it?
And my first reaction was also that it was in. And it
Ooh.
isn't that in?
Well, well, well. Well, no challenge from Viktor Axelsen. Well, it was long by a whisker.
Service over. 7-all.
Real breakthrough for Prannoy, who was winning the Indonesian Grand Prix gold
8-7.
last year. First Grand Prix gold title. That is remarkably quick to get up for such a tall man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Viktor is he's doing a lot of body work or core strength training, and he's strong and very strong in his core compared to how big he is.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that would have been sensational had it gone over.
They're still searching for a solution in this service return and what to do. And I think what he should do is still, use the back line, play that mid-court sometimes. Do this is also okay. And then whenever Prannoy comes towards the net, he should cover up his body. He should stand there waiting with the backhand and waiting for Prannoy to put pressure on him.
That's great defense. Gone wide.
Service over.
So a three-point advantage for Prannoy here in the second game. It was 11-8 at the mid-game interval in game number one, but of course the advantage in game number one was with Viktor Axelsen.
Yeah, both players are having a difficult time on away from the camera on the other side of the net, controlling that drift and finding the right tactic.
Both these players, of course, medalists at the 2010 World
Court
Junior
1,
Championships
20
in
seconds.
Guadalajara.
Court 1, 20
Prannoy, the
seconds.
bronze medalist. This man, the gold medalist. That was a good year
Viktor.
for juniors
Viktor.
coming through, wasn't
Viktor.
it? Well, actually, ever since. Every World Junior Championships,
Thank you.
Steen and I were talking about this wonderful pathway now from junior competitions with the number of international challenger events, and then you go to Grand Prix, and then Grand Prix Golds, and then the Super Series, and within just a few years, these players are coming through to the top of world badminton. It's a wonderful development
Service
pathway
over.
now provided by the BWF.
9-11.
Oh, look at that defense.
Service over.
That is remarkable.
Yeah, that was a good smash,
12,
and
9.
Prannoy just picked it up. Oh.
That is incredible, isn't it? I really feel that I know the difference in ends, and I know the effect of the drift and everything, but I do sense that there's been a shift in momentum here.
You're definitely right. And I think it is because of that also, because Viktor cannot play the same tactic as he did in the first set, and Prannoy knows exactly what to do. He is moving forward, closing down that net. He found out also that he can use Viktor's body to, if he's in problem or in trouble, he can put pressure on the body. And he's doing well now, Prannoy.
15-9.
Yeah, broken the strings, you can see that.
16-9.
Did well to control it.
Viktor.
Yeah, immediately knew, looked down at the racket after the smash.
Give the shuttle, okay?
It's a completely different sound of the shuttle coming off the racket when the strings break.
Yeah, and you just hope you're going to win that on that shot, because it's quite difficult playing with afterwards.
Was outside the other side.
But Viktor got a little insecure now. He's a little late when he's receiving the serve. He's a little too careful, and he needs to try and relax and get the game flowing again.
Oh, behind the back, it didn't work.
Service over. 10-16.
That's him.
Yes,
11,
trying to do something
16.
now. He's attacking the shuttle, moving faster, moving forward.
Well, after that rally, there was a little shake of the leg from Prannoy. I hope he hasn't aggravated any injuries.
No, hopefully not.
Axelsen seems to have upped his pace.
Yeah. And he was getting too careful
16.
and maybe a little nervous also, and he changed that into more aggression now. Look at his fist also now towards Prannoy. Umpire told him not to afterwards.
Yeah, that's seen as an attempt to intimidate your opponent. It's good disguise on the return of serve.
17-13.
Yeah, this is what happens when you sometimes you really try to you know, rush the shot early, and of course if the other one makes a very good shot like here, then he'll catch you.
18-13.
Too long. But the intent is quite clear, isn't it, with Prannoy?
14-18.
Yeah, he's been standing on that side. He knows how difficult it is lifting from down there, even making a clear, so he's rushing the net. But I think the secret to that side that Viktor is on now for both Prannoy and him is to use that backhand corner, because the drift has disappeared a little bit down there, and it is possible lifting down that corner. Maybe staying away from the forehand corner still, but when you need to use full court, then you use this corner. Exactly.
That is just delicious.
16-18.
Such a big guy looking so smooth.
Yeah. Great disguise, the reverse slice, great drop. Just 2 points in it now. Oh, that is magnificent.
Service over. 19-16.
And your opponent's just closed down to within a couple of points to find a smash like this. Well, I thought it was in. I thought it was on the line.
It looks in. It was just the crowd was yelling at the Viktor. Challenge, challenge.
Service over.
Yeah, good use of the body smash.
19.
So who's got the nerve? Who's got the character? Point in it. 18-19. Oh, that's lovely. What a good rally.
That's some good badminton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Service over. 20, game point.
Under pressure
18.
early on in that rally, Prannoy. And then that final push. Look at his reaction. 2 game point opportunities to level this men's singles R16 encounter at 1 game apiece. Gosh, we've been treated to some thrillers today, haven't we? And for all us neutrals, I'd love to see a third.
Yeah, this is the game is picking up and definitely getting better all the time. So why not?
Axelsen. I like to see that in a player. Too many players just wait for the opponent to go to the net and hand the shuttle back. 1 game point saved. Oh, lucky net. called from Prannoy, and it is indeed one game apiece. 21-19, the second game for Hasina Salil Prannoy of India. Oh, that's a cruel way, if you're a Danish fan, to see the game end.
But he was in control most of the set, though, and he did well this set to take away the net from Viktor Axelsen. And here in the end, Viktor just put a little more pressure on.
So their confirmation after 37 minutes, one game apiece.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, coach. Final game. Love all.
So everything to play for in this third and deciding game. One game apiece. A place in the World Championship quarter-final awaits.
Service over.
Yeah, and right away, Axelsen going for that net and getting the attack.
One love.
So we'll probably see after the coaches have been talking tactics with the players that both of them are going to attack that net and then maybe using the deceptions towards the long corner to get the opponent out of balance.
Second.
He has funny little mannerisms, doesn't he, before he serves. He sort of stands square onto the net, Axelsen, and then sort of shifts his position. And I don't know whether it's a mental thing that he's getting himself psyched in.
Yeah, Axelsen has had some trouble with his short serve, and I think it actually looks... I think the Danish press wrote something about this, that it was... some kind of Ronaldo thing, the way that he is also, before he takes the free kick, does the same.
Service over.
Happens in rugby a lot. Johnny Wilkinson had a funny old routine he went through before he took a penalty in rugby. Maria Sharapova in tennis, what a funny sort of routine she goes through. Turns her back to her opponent and does a little skip and then quickly turns around. If that's what the player wants to do and get themselves in the mood, well, I suppose that's fine.
Yeah, you also remember Boris Becker also had that. He had to turn two balls around in the hole in the hand for 3 or 4 times before he could serve.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. You know, it's funny. Certainly I've discussed it a lot with Shrikant and the number 3 seed who's on the adjoining court about, you know, his style of play being very attacking and how different it is to Kashyap Parupalli. I think he's number 10 in the world, isn't he, Kashyap, at the moment? But Prannoy, I think, is equally as good as Shrikant on the attacking play. I think I hadn't really realised until watching him today just how potent he is on the attack.
Yeah, and he's got a big smash, and we spoke about that he's a tall guy, and this gives him some very good angles.
4
Oh, that was a loose serve. Got away with it.
Yeah,
No,
a
he
couple
didn't.
of them.
Service over. 4-all.
That is a great smash, isn't it? It's crisp. I like the sound.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, apart from the result of it. The movements, sound of the shuttle off the strings there. It's lovely to watch. Oh, good judgment. I think I would have been tempted to play that. But it was brilliant judgment. It was quite a long way wide of the sideline.
Yeah, and also at this time he was forcing Prannoy to lift because he just stepped a little bit forward, and Prannoy saw that and lifted and with the drift out.
Oh, slanted in. That came back in with the drift.
Yeah.
What a beautiful block.
4.
I don't know how often in tournaments you see that when players attack on the backhand side, people can actually return it, but very often it just slides out. But on this court, if you attack the backhand corner, then it always comes back in because you just get the help from the drift.
5-6.
Desperately close in this deciding game. Did you like playing in this Istora Stadium? Did you have success in this windy conditions?
Yeah, I actually like the windy conditions and also a faster hole, but yeah, had success. At that time when I was playing, the tournament at the end of the year was called Grand Prix Finals. And,
yeah.
I think I came to the semi-finals here once in this hall in the Grand Prix Finals.
So you can empathise with the players here and what they have to deal with. It's gone wrong. Yeah, a little fist punch again from Viktor Axelsen. He's opened up a three-point cushion. And please, please get beyond 8-5, given the last match we watched, because it was 8-5 in the decider.
Oh, Prannoy looks definitely looks okay. I don't think.
Yeah. Good rally. Oh, what a net shot. Well, not only the skill, I have to say the courage at this stage of the match.
Yeah, exactly.
To do that.
He knew Prannoy was waiting up there. He was just standing there waiting for it. But that's tight, isn't it?
That. Magnificent.
And before this rally, I was thinking, after you said that hopefully it goes on the game, I was thinking, yeah, it hasn't been that tough, but this rally was tough.
Yeah. Ooh. Good defense. Oh, so too was that. Brilliant. Absolute pinpoint accuracy. Now that was it. Do you call that a little lazy, or is that just conserving energy? Turning to play that high backhand from Axelsen.
Yeah, I think he was probably expecting Prannoy to rush the net, and in that way, even if he then looked more lazy, he was thinking that he might move him forward, but Prannoy was waiting for this.
Yeah, good point.
But after the speed of that rally, I wouldn't call anything laziness.
No. Yes, see, I'm harsh too, aren't I?
I actually still play a little bit of badminton, and sometimes even singles, and just one rally like this would actually kill me, I think.
Yeah. 6-9. Yeah, once again, it was very good net play, wasn't it, from Axelsen?
Yeah, he's moving high at that net. He knows that it's hard for Prannoy to lift, and in that way he dares moving forward and is very high at the net.
Oh, it's a good return of serve.
Service over. 7-10.
Yeah.
Service over.
Well, there's a 4-point
11-7
advantage
interval.
for Viktor
Change
Axelsen at
hands.
the change of ends. I wonder if that is enough, because both men have played much better with the conditions from this near side of the court. Yeah, a little bit of frustration there from Prannoy. Well, in my opinion, 4 points can easily be closed down.
Yeah,
Both these players have got ice on their back. I noticed that in the back of the net.
Yeah.
There we go.
Court 1, 20
Yeah, I think
seconds. Court 1,
the coaches
20
must have been
seconds.
noticing each
Thank
other
you,
and then thinking, okay, we are.
Thank you.
The others are doing this. It might be a good idea for us
Thank
too.
you. Viktor. 11-7, play.
Oh, dear me.
12-7.
Yeah, but that serve was also different. That was very close to the net and very sharp, and a little faster also.
Oh, he did well to control that. That was a vicious spin on that
That's a
net
very
cord.
difficult shot.
Yeah. This thunders off the top of the tape. Look, vicious spin on it. Axelsen did remarkably well there. That's good.
Yeah.
Service over.
He needed that though, didn't he?
8.
He did.
13.
It's funny. Axelsen definitely decided to close down that net and move forward, but he should maybe look at that serve before he rushes in, because if it's that high, then boy, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Service over. 14.
A little bit of trickery.
8. Service over. 9-14.
Axelsen hasn't challenged, has he? I don't think either of them have. Or have I
No.
missed it? No, that's well taken.
10.
I think Axelsen just
14.
here, this part of the game, maybe using his energy in the wrong way. He made a mistake on that back line, and then he was pointing in direction of the Indian coaches, and he should focus on the game right now.
Good attacking play.
14.
And he's narrowed the gap to just 3 points.
Service over. 15-11.
It seems like when Axelsen is aggressive like this and meeting the shuttle fast, then he is better than Prannoy, but as soon as he just takes the pace a little bit out, then Prannoy is really doing well.
Well, even that was a miss-hit. And certainly Prannoy seemed to be bemused by the lack of speed on the shot.
It hit the tape, I think.
I see.
Yeah.
Well spotted, Jesper. Oh, that's well taken. That is brilliant.
Service over. 12-16. Service over.
Yeah, it's this net play that I think could be the deciding factor.
17.
Who's got the nerve,
12.
who's taking it early, who's pressurising from the front of the court. It's gone wide.
Service over.
Yeah. Regarding the net
13,
play, I think if I was a Danish coach, I would tell Viktor to go for that forehand corner at Prannoy. That's where the mistakes comes from.
Well, this is the last remaining match on court tonight. Matches on all three other courts have now finished. There's a lot of Viktor fans, aren't there?
Yeah, some Danes sitting over there. I think some of them is his family, I think.
Yeah, I know his father's here. Oh, backhand smash. Oh, that is well played by Prannoy.
14-17.
Yeah, and Prannoy ready for that cross-court drop shot from Viktor. That is one of Viktor's habits, is that he goes cross-court from that backhand too often, and if the opponent knows that, then they can of course use it.
Service over. 18-14.
Gotta lift it high here if you want to have it past him, don't you?
Yeah. 18-14. Oh my goodness, between the legs. And Viktor Axelsen just two tantalising
19.
points away from the quarter-final.
14.
Yeah, even though he's making this stand before his serve, he still has some troubles with that serve.
Yes, there's that square onto the net, a little pause, then he gets himself ready. Well, I think that first smash or push from Prannoy may have been going along with that back line, but Viktor Axelsen choosing to play it.
15,
let's take a look at that one.
19.
Yeah, it looked high, that's true.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you're just so engrossed in the rally. You know, your instinct is to play it.
Yeah. And also still remember from the side that Viktor's on that he's got the drift, so it might stop even though it looks like it's...
Yeah, good point.
16-19.
16-19. This is far from over. Just 2 points the deficit.
Yeah, he needs to receive that serve towards the forehand of Prannoy and not the backhand. It's or he needs to push it further into the court. Right now, Prannoy is just ready in that backhand.
Backhand net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's
to the
it.
forehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Service over. 20.
Clever.
Match point.
So
17.
match points have arrived for the tall man from Denmark, Viktor Axelsen.
You think he'll flick?
Yeah, he pushed that one further from the net. And to the forehand. Brilliant. Brilliantly saved by Prannoy.
18-20.
So accurate and hitting with the drift.
It's going to be interesting to see where he puts this return now.
Yeah. Yeah, forehand again. And he's done it. The error on the net shots from Prannoy. And look at the delights for Viktor Axelsen. Through in 3 fantastic games against Hasina Sunil Prannoy of India. 21-16, 19-21, 21-18 in the deciding game. Just 2 minutes shy of the hour mark. And the bronze medalist from Copenhagen a year ago will play the quarter-final tomorrow against the defending champion, Chen Long. This, the final points. Well, let's spare a thought for Prannoy for his first tournament back after 6 weeks off injured. He's done remarkably well. He put up a brave, brave fight here today. And it was an intriguing and very good men's singles encounter. But confirmation that Viktor Axelsen, the number 7 seed, has won against Prannoy, 21-16, 19-21, 21-18 in the deciding game. As I say, just 2 minutes shy of the hour mark. Well, it has been a remarkable day here in Istora Senayan. I hope you can still hear me because people seem to be partying already. Both the defending champions have come through in the singles, as though Carolina Marin needed 3 games to do so. Chen Long safely through, so is Lindan, Lee Chong Wei. But of course, the big upset, Li Shuirui, the Olympic champion and the beaten finalist at the last 2 World Championships, beaten by PV Sindhu in 3 games. Also, the world #1s in the women's doubles, Matsutomo and Takahashi. They lost today in the last 16. That's the 4th time they've lost in the last 16 of World Championships. There are the results of the last 5 matches. We will be back with all the quarterfinals tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning, local time. That's 0400 GMT from Jesper Larsen and myself, Jill Clark. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.